question is, where will you be focusing on?
I have a few red flags. Because this is an award, I don't want people to be too humble. Otherwise they can't be number one. And I don't want them to say afterwards or in their speech that they attribute all they did, their achievements, to the team. Because that's way...
No friction, no shine. As we say in Dutch, zonder wrijving geen glans. And there was just one sentence, and it said, simply a great guy. I should have known that it was an old-fashioned sales trick, but little did I know. I was in the sales company, so there I was, and I was hooked. So 1.5 months later, I started my career at ACT. How can I prove these guys that I'm worth my high salary, relatively high salary? And then, so I'm now adapting myself into a more, if you like, influential style of leadership. And my new CEO comes from Shell, so it's fast forward from a scale up to corporate, I would say, maturity stage 5.0 with all the corporate lingo is quite challenging.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thank you.
A company in hypergrowth. So 9 years ago I switched from being an attorney at law to working for Rituals, and then about that time we had 400 million in turnover as a company, and now 9 years later we have 2.4 billion and we open 1 store a day. We have this mission to absorb this hypergrowth, but we also want to drive our own strategic projects. So for me, the key is to sometimes just get out of your head. And hold your breath for a few seconds. And breathe out your nose.
I didn't know what to expect to go to all these legal people, but you really surprised me, and it really shows guts to do this. I would like you to read this sentence and then finish it.
I am by far the best legal general counsel of the Netherlands because I built the department from scratch of one of the most beloved brands in the Netherlands with super lean and efficient team. And I also have a hard-head connection, as I proved today, so vote for me.
Whoa! Willem-Jan, the floor is yours.
4 years ago, I was in a bad place. My new Austrian boss was, so to say, not really my best friend. She really hated me and I hated her too, so that didn't work out. Then I received a phone call from a lawyer with whom I worked on the sale of the company, asking me if I was interested to talk with Strukton. Let me be clear, there were dozens of reasons of not going to that job interview. The owner, CEO of Strukton, as you may be aware, was all over the news for being, let's say, eccentric. It was known that Strukton was in financial and operational problems. Everyone, my family, friends, advised me not to take the job. But I also trust the team to do the right thing when required. And if not, I will make sure that they do the right thing. But I always defend them, and I will stand beside them in the trenches. They know this. Be proactive and own the result. I do the right thing when it matters, and I believed that there were not a lot of people left to save the company. You need to deliver every day, so start also with a small goal.
On the table you will find old-fashioned paper to make your vote. Jury, is there a verdict, Mr. De Vries? There is a verdict, there is a verdict. It's been quite difficult for the jury, and especially because the presentations were so good and touched the public so well about his journey about the no shine without friction and the way he experienced that.
We love the fact that you have authenticity as a power. That's what we also saw in the way you present yourself. It's very honest what's on the stage. And of course, personally, I'm a big fan of the heart-head combination.
It was a very impressive, a lot of existential moments where the General Counsel as a function, but also he himself presented himself as the person that made the difference.
The moment we're all waiting for, to first share with us why the winner was chosen.
It was extremely difficult and we nearly had a physical fight about what we really did. What would it be if we take that apart and we just look at leadership and personal development? And then the outcome is that the winner is Willem-Jan. And congratulations also with the other two who did also excellent jobs today. Thank you.
I want to thank my team. Oh, sorry. That means a lot. But for now, have a good evening. Thank you so much.
Heel goed verhaal. Allemaal heel herkenbaar. Echt heel herkenbaar. Ik wil je even daar even linken op LinkedIn. Ik denk je koffie drinken of zo, want ik echt serieus, je principles, alles. Top. Ik had echt, bij de kippenvel.
De General Counsel Award verkiezing is net afgelopen en ik sta naast de winnaar. Van harte gefeliciteerd, Willem-Jan, Wieland van Strukton. Wat vond je ervan toen je hoorde dat jij de winnaar was?
Nou, ik was al eerst heel trots dat ik genomineerd was. En als ik dan kijk wie er met mij mede genomineerden waren, was ik daar heel blij dat ik in dat rijtje van 3 mensen mocht staan. En nu ik hier voor deze zaal vol met peers heb mogen winnen, ja, dat is helemaal fantastisch. Dus ik ben heel trots.
Niet iedereen is er natuurlijk bij geweest die dit filmpje ziet. Wat zijn de key takeaways die jij probeerde duidelijk te maken in jouw toelichting vanavond?
Wat ik wilde duidelijk maken is dat mensen zichzelf moeten zijn, dat mensen zichzelf moeten vertrouwen en dat ze hun rol moeten pakken. En dat wij dat als legal counsel, general counsels ook kunnen. En daar moeten mensen in geloven. Dat is mijn boodschap.
Oké, en is dat ook de manier waarop jij in de toekomst je rol als chief legal en general counsel wil gaan vervullen? Of zeg jij van nou, er zijn nog wel dingen extra die ik zou willen doen?
Nou, ik ben wel breed georiënteerd. Hè. Ik heb al best wel veel te doen binnen Strukton, niet alleen maar legal. Dus ik kan me voorstellen dat ik daar wat in de verbreding blijf gaan. Ja. Maar de basis is en blijft voor de komende jaren in ieder geval de juridische functie die ik nu heb.
Van harte gefeliciteerd, superleuk.